Hey friends, you want some good news? I believe that we shifted timelines last night. I firmly believe in my heart that we changed from a negative timeline to a positive timeline, and I'm gonna explain why. Now, I know I come out here every day and I talk about peace and love and light. My entire goal for everything I do is to raise the collective consciousness. I believe that all this is about evolving our spirit and shifting into a higher conscious reality. Having said that, deep inside of me, I was still preparing for war. I have a room in my house dedicated to survival. I'm prepared, and I think everyone should be. But I was doing that because, even though I was coming out here saying, love and light, let's raise the vibration. Come on, guys, let's do it. Teamwork makes the dream work. Because I think that's my role in this and my job, and I'm doing it because I do believe in that. But if I was a betting man, I would have said, I still think there's going to be civil war. I felt it. I felt it. I don't feel that today. I don't. And I don't think you should either. I think that we have averted that and we are on a higher timeline now. I think that it really did happen. This is the shift that everyone's been talking about, okay? And I know people roll their eyes and be like, A, you're just a crazy guy in the woods, woohoo, talking woo-woo shit, right? Or B, you're gonna say, really, dude, you think Trump is leading us to the light? And I get it. I get that. I mean, I'm not stupid. Come on, look at the guy. You got to look at it this way. Trump is a physical avatar. The forces, the light and the dark, are non-physical entities. They have to have a physical being here to carry out these wills. Trump is extremely strong. I'm sure in a perfect world they'd have a different candidate to do this. They'd have a different avatar to be carrying out these plans, but they have him. And I think that what he showed us yesterday is, holy shit, this man is tough. I mean, he gets shot, he shakes off the Secret Service, he stands up, pumps his fist. Today they asked him if he had a message for the American people, and he said, tell them I love them. This is a man that looks at everybody in America as his children, and it's his divine purpose to lead America to the light. He is doing things that no one else could do. He's taking on the cabal. He's taking on the entirety of the global dark force. The light force is using him because they need someone that strong. They need someone that delusional to think that he can take on this entire force that is so embedded and so ingrained in our everyday life. They need Donald Trump, okay? The dark forces tried to take him out yesterday. If his head wouldn't have gone like that, we'd be having a conversation today about the upcoming demise of America and civil war. But we're not. We're not. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are. We're having a totally different conversation today because there was an intervention yesterday. I firmly believe that. Believe it in my heart. And I'm not saying divine. I don't think this is demons and angels. I think that this is negative and positive. And I think that we are on a chessboard of the consciousness matrix, and we're pawns in this. But we are physical pawns, and the non-physical forces have to use us. And Trump is being used, just like everyone is being used, okay? So I don't worry about names and games. I don't worry about politics because politics is a game. I don't worry about the individual people because they're just names. We're all just physical avatars. We all have personality traits and attributes. Trump's traits and attributes are very necessary for this upcoming mission. He is the best one to defeat the dark forces. Now, I know that you might hate him. I get it, right? 50% of people hate him, and they might be justified. But try not to focus on the person, the actions of the person. He's a very flawed human, as we are. This isn't about him. It's about timelines, okay? This is all about the timeline. What world do you want your children to grow up in? And again, don't worry about politics because he'll be gone one day. And what's going to be left is the timeline that we're on, okay? We can change policies and laws and stuff like that. What we can't change easily is timelines, okay? So we're focusing on the timeline. What he is a vehicle. He's a physical vehicle to get us onto the positive timeline. And then other people will take over and I'm sure at some point make better policy decisions and be a better spokesperson and all that kind of stuff, right? But what we need right now is a battering ram. We need a bulldozer to run through the cabal, and that's what he is. That's why the light forces are using him. That's my opinion, okay? You let me know in the comments what you think. Again, I would please implore everyone to stop thinking about this politically, because right now what I see is a lot of infighting. And what I really think is that we just jumped to a positive timeline. This is the shift that we've been wanting. Now, our job at this point is let's not fuck it up. Our job is to quit fighting and bickering and not get drawn in to some bad situation that then will turn the tables again, okay? Obviously, the dark forces aren't just going to go away. They had a Hail Mary yesterday, but I'm sure they have more tricks up their sleeve. What our job now is to get off of mainstream media, to not buy into all these different narratives, to quit attacking our friends, our families, our neighbors, to be nice, to realize that every human on earth wants the same things. They want to have a fun life. They want to enjoy themselves. They want to have some love. They want to find friends and family. They want to find purpose. They want to relax. Oh my God. It's like a freaking buzzsaw out there constantly with anxiety and everything. Let's relax, guys. I think that we took a gigantic quantum leap into a positive timeline yesterday. And now everyone, if we could just get over the political bullshit, could take a deep breath and say, hey, you know what? Maybe that crazy guy in the woods is right. Maybe this is the path that leads us to a prosperous future. Maybe even peace on earth, or at least some resemblance of that. But you have to allow yourself to relax. You have to say, hey, I think I think something intervened and set us on this path. I think that we're having this conversation rationally here today because things changed. I woke up feeling different. I no longer am preparing for civil war. You know, not that I was some crazy militia guy or anything like that, but I was just, it's like you get in a car, you put on your seatbelt because, hey, shit happens. Like, that's kind of the way I thought about it. I see now. I see a prosperous future. I see us going down a good timeline. I think this is the shift. This is the shit that I've been talking about, but I didn't 100% believe it. I was saying the things and then I was like stocking up on supplies. You know what I mean? Not because I'm a hypocrite, but just because I'm a realist, you know? And I'm like, hey, I can control my actions, but I can't control the entire freaking world, you know? Now I think that there's been a shift. I do. The thing I've been talking about for years, I see it happening. I see it happening. Now, I can't guarantee what's going to happen in the future. You know, we all have free will, and the future is just literally just possibilities. There's nothing set in stone, which is what makes this game so much fun. But I think that we are in a much better place today, given the intervention that prevented that man from dying yesterday. I think if he would have died, I think the reason why there was radio silence from all the people in office afterwards is because they had totally different speeches prepared. They had totally different press conferences prepared. That man was not supposed to live. They don't know what to do now. I think Biden, the only reason he didn't drop out like everyone's urging him to is because he's like, hey, y'all don't know what I know, but I'm about to be running against myself here pretty soon. I think that the plans changed dramatically. I think that the negative forces are going to cannibalize themselves. They're going to fall apart. They're going to start pointing fingers. Now there's so much focus on them and all these activities. Darkness goes away when you shine light on it. And right now the light is being shined in every single nook and cranny. And they can only take so much before they fall under their own pressure. Our job is to let that happen. Get out of the way. Let it happen. Please be nice to your fellow man and woman. Please be nice to your friends and family and neighbors. Give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Most people have been lied to and programmed with so much bullshit, they don't even really know what's going on. Most people just have been told what to say and they say it. It doesn't mean they actually feel that in their heart, okay? People are confused. People have been abused and manipulated by this machine. And that's what this whole thing is about, is taking that machine down and setting us on a positive timeline so that we can finally get to focus on raising our vibration, on spiritual ascension, because that is the entire point of this weird ass game that we're in, okay? That's my 2 cents. I would love to hear your thoughts. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are. Peace.